The Charlotte Hornets have just converted two-way contract second-round pick from this past year's draft, Nebraska Cornhusker Bryce McGowens, or is it McGowens? His aunt commented on my video saying I said it wrong. It's McGowens, right? Not McGowens. McGowens. Someone tell me down below. I'm a journalist, like reporter, local news right now, and a student in college. So I watch a lot of NBA, but a lot of time muted because I'm doing a lot of work. But let's talk about this guy. He was such a good shot creator, aggressive scorer in college. And in the G League, he's played like only 9 games. He's played 26 in the NBA, 9 in like the G League, 21 points per game. The shooting efficiency in the G League hasn't been that great, but he's like high level shot creator. In the NBA, he's shooting like 36% from 3. Again, a small sample size, but 4-year deal for the guy, 6'7" with like a 6'9" wingspan. Very, very, very good potential. I personally see him as a guy who could develop into, not only is he a great shot creator, like I think at the very least, his floor is a very good off the bench scorer who can I think he could be a more wing version of, especially if he gets that 3-point shot down, I think he could be a better 3-level scorer. And a longer version of Malik Beasley, but I don't even think Malik Beasley is a good comparison because they don't have a similar game at all. I really think like Bryce could be a poor man's Chris Middleton is the best way to say his 3-level scoring, his ability to just attack the basket and his aggressiveness. He's 175 pounds soaking wet at 6'6". I'm 6'1" at 165. So I would like to see him get to 195 pounds, 200. That way he can absorb and fight his way through more contact and more aggressive players easier. I definitely think that would be something I'd like to see from him, and that would really improve and help him defensively as well. But he's also a really good second side slasher and off the ball player, which I think will be good. And I think his floor is a poor man's Chris Middleton, and his ceiling is being, a guy I could see averaging 17, 5 points. And I think he's a better creator than people think, not only for himself, but for others. He's a secondary playmaker. I see him as a guy 3-4 assists a night peak, but giving him this 4-year deal, I believe it had a team option in it. It just secures him. And as well as, if they continue this rebuild, if they were to get Victor Wembanyama or Scoot Henderson, they got more young guys here to continue to build around. And it even gives you another trade asset. If, let's say you get Victor Wembanyama, you have LaMelo, and you're like, okay, we want LaMelo, Vic. Now let's package Terry Rozier and Gordon Hayward, or Bryce McGowens and a bunch JT Thor, Kai Jones, and all these other young guys they have for maybe a player who's demanding out, or a team that's having a fire sale like the Chicago Bulls, and they're like, hey, let's get ourselves, I don't know Lonzo, but Zach LaVine or something like that. That makes sense to me. So I want to hear your thoughts. What did you think of Bryce?